Well, so my favorite part of being on the scout trip was being able to have so much fun, but having to have like some scary moments, but knowing that they aren't really that scary, but they're still really fun.
Honestly, I love not having my phone because I'm not on my phone that much, but all my friends are, and it's really annoying because then I can't talk to them and they don't really care to talk to me. But I know that I wouldn't have gotten to know the people as well because the two people that were like in charge of this trip, they just moved into our ward, and so I didn't know them at all. And so it's fun because we've gone, just like sitting there at dinner, we talked a ton and everyone was like engaging in the conversation. Whereas if we had all the free time that we have at camp with our phones, then everyone would be on their phone or playing video games and no one would be talking and getting to know each other better. So I think it's good to not have phones and not have service because then, I don't know, just the relationships you gain it's really fun and special. So
the highlight of the trip for me is watching our youth be able to interact with each other. Sometimes, when you're home, they get in their own social groups and they get in their own, packs, so to speak, and they all are together and they get to know each other. The phones are put away and they're here and they're able to get out and get on the water and talk amongst themselves and experience fun things together.
They're doing it in confined spaces, so they're doing it together. And it's very easy today for youth to kind of separate and go their own ways. There's so many distractions with social media, etc. So that the opportunity to almost be forced into a shared experience in close quarters brings them together in a way I think a lot of other experiences don't. We had one of the guides found out that a couple of our kids are cross-country runners, and at the first night of camp said, well, hey, there's a trail just right across the road here. If you guys want to go for a run, I'll take you for a run. So we had a group of kids. I'll go for a run, in the evening once it had cooled down. And that wasn't something that any of them were expecting, but it was an example of the staff trying to create a personal touch for the kids.
Any trip you go on with the youth, you need to think, or just with a ward, with a congregation, with a scout trip, you need to think a lot about logistics. And that person usually is highly worked. Going on a river trip with Worldwide it feels like 80% of that off your plate, and it's very nice to not have to worry about food a lot of the time. And it's very nice to have several activities and fun things planned that you don't have to have in your back pocket. So you can focus on getting to know the youth or getting to know those that you're with and enjoying the view without necessarily thinking about what you're going to do next, or is dinner going to be ready, or did that cooler get packed with ice and is our food all gone bad, and all the things that tend to happen.
It's so wonderful not to have to worry about food. They're cooking, they're bringing it all in, they're worrying about the refrigeration, they feed us, they're worrying about transportation of the food. So the camp experience as far as leaders coming down, amazing.
Last night, a lot of the guides actually came and they created games and activities with the boys. And so they were playing like Capture the Flag and honestly, I don't know all the games they were playing because I didn't get involved. I just watched and enjoyed, but they just played. And my son has been a little bit more isolated because he hasn't been involved as much. And I saw him laughing and running and joking and just enjoying the time here in camp. And so I thought it was really good.
Thank you.
Nailed it.